I want to start this video off by saying I did not discover this glitch. I saw a video on Quacko Gaming's channel, and he was telling people they needed to turn their PS5s off to get this to work. I found another way, so I decided to make this video, and I just wanted to talk about this glitch a little bit more in depth, because a lot of people are kind of, saying it's a little bit more than what it is, but we'll get into that later. First, let's just get to the instructions on how to make this work. Now, this is actually a pretty easy glitch. You just want to make sure that your graphics mode is set to fidelity and you make it to the point in the story to where Venom kills Craven. Now, it's going to trigger this cutscene here. You want to wait right till it fades to black and then close the game out. After you start the game again, make sure that you load your save. Do not hit continue. You want to select this specific save right here. Now, the fact that it's blank is signifying that the glitch is working. The other manual save you see there is me saving after the glitch worked. Alright, now after selecting that autosave, you're going to load into the game like this, and you're going to see Trouble with Harry in the side of the screen. This is signifying that the glitch is working. Now, next thing you want to do is just go to your map, select unidentified target, and start the side mission activity, whatever. And then you want to abandon it. Now, I've seen some people just go to the activity and get it to work. I think it all depends on your game. I think this is kind of dependent on your copy. But for the most part, I mean, this worked pretty easily for me. But basically, yeah, just go start this side mission and then abandon it, and you should be Venom. Now, make sure you guys have a separate save before you do any of this, because while you can play as Venom, you are basically locked out of progressing the story and doing a lot of this game's content. And you can only play as Venom from here on out. You're not allowed to switch. If you die, you're going to come back as Venom still. And you're basically just this is basically a Venom game now. This is a Venom free roam game now. Now, you can do some of the open world activities, but I'm going to be honest with you. This is definitely a glitch. I ran into a lot of issues trying to play the game. I got stuck in walls. I had a lot of issues, just actually moving around and playing the game. But for the most part, it's still very fun. Stopping crime is no problem. When you start trying to do the quest, that's where the problems arise. I mean, obviously, Venom can't web sling also. He can only jump around. I don't even think he can climb here. But, there is some cool stuff to do here. Now, you can do some of the activities. I believe you can do the Sandman activity, but you cannot break the crystal. Otherwise, it'll freeze the game. And I believe you can only do one side quest. I think you can do Howard's side quest. Everything else you're locked out from, at least from my experience. You're not allowed to switch characters. And, basically that's it. Honestly, in my opinion, it's a pretty cool glitch, but it's very limited. But I'm glad they put it in here. The things I found pretty cool was everything they did with the photo mode. Obviously, this comes from the playable section that Venom had early in the game, but it's still pretty cool to actually see it now out in New York. And I also like that they actually gave him this funny, awkward swim animation. But yeah, aside from that, it's a pretty cool glitch, man. Just make sure you guys have a separate save, because this is definitely something that you're going to play around with for a couple of, maybe a couple of hours at tops, and then you're going to go back to wanting to play the full game. And to clarify, when I say that Venom can only do the side quest with Howard, I mean Venom can only trigger the cutscene for the side quest with Howard. Everything else, Venom is basically locked out of entirely because, he cannot web sling. And on top of that, too, he has, an insane height, and build. So he's unable to enter a lot of the locations that are designed for both of the Spider-Man. Perfect example here, I was trying to do this side quest, and he can't even walk in to get it because he's too big. He can't even walk in to talk to her. So like I said, a lot of this is just a free roam and mess around as Venom, which is cool. Also, I want to tell you guys now, you can jump, but the jumping is very wonky. You got to be careful. I've gotten stuck in a lot of buildings, but once again, you can't climb. You have to make sure that you find the right buildings to jump off of. I'm pretty sure somebody is gonna go crazy with this and figure out how to get to locations that a lot of people haven't heard of. But as of right now, it's pretty wonky, and it's pretty easy to get stuck inside of buildings and force you to reload. Well, hopefully this was informative to somebody. Hopefully you guys liked it. I'll be back with another video. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.